Today is the 13th day, and I will talk on the name it to tame it hack for emotional clarity. Right? I've designed this episode for mid-career professionals, leaders, creators, and collaborators. Welcome to 13th day of my 30-day series on life skills to thrive at work and in life. So, the name it to tame it and hack it for emotional clarity. Do emotions feel like an unruly storm sometimes? Is it? Yes, it happens for most of the people, right? Or do you struggle to make sense of what you are feeling? Yes, you struggle. But most of the time, you remain unanswered. The truth is, naming emotions gives you power over them. If you can name it, actually you have started taking charge of your emotions rather than emotions control you. But why this matters? Emotional overwhelm clouds your judgment and decision making. You lose the decision making capability because your mind is overwhelmed. Suppressed feelings often explode later in unhealthy ways. It is never healthy ways. Never. Third, lack of clarity in emotions lead to reactive behavior. So the truth is, naming emotions helps you understand and process them. Right? You can name something provided you have understood what it is. If you have understand this is a mango, then only you can name it a mango. You will not name it apple. Am I right? So what you are going to learn today? Three things you are going to learn. Number one, why naming emotion reduces their intensity. And for sure it will reduce intensity once you make intentional trial from today. Simple steps to identify and label your emotions. Third, how emotional clarity improves relationship and decision. But what are the real points you must be facing in real life scenario? Number one, you can't always pinpoint what you are feeling. Yes, that is very natural. You are not trained. My dear friends, go through my previous episodes. It will help you to name it properly. You can name it provided you understand what the emotion is. Or emotional intensity affects your interactions and focus. Lack of clarity will always lead a problem. Whether lack of clarity while driving, lack of clarity of answering certain things will always lead to the problem. So better take time and make it clear before the taking first step. You struggle to articulate your emotions constructively. This is the second challenge. Anything can be viewed in a positive and negative perspective. I say go for positive perspective. If the probability is 50-50, who stops you assuming the probability of positivity? Why not? If you are liberty to assume the negative outcome, who stops you to assume the positive outcome when the probability is 50-50? But who am I? I am Sekhur Kumar Dey, best-selling author, resilient strategist, and a work-life balance coach. I help professionals use emotional intelligence tools for clarity and self-awareness. Here you are going to learn the skill for today, the name it to tame it, this process. The steps you can and you must follow. Number one, pause. Take a deep breath to center yourself. You must be watching my all episodes. I always say, don't go for impulsive reaction. Don't go for instantaneous gratification. Instead, pause. There are certain professionals like a pilot. There you got to be immediate actions. In fact, you are trained to do that. Pilots' aptitude tests a total different game. They are trained to act impulsively because their every fraction of second makes heaven and hell difference. They are trained. You are not trained. Right? Identify is the second step. Ask what exactly am I feeling right now? Right? Imagine if pilot has to feel what emotions I am feeling by the time plane is crashed. No, he's trained to take instantaneous decision, my dear friends. pilot has to go a rigorous training in his lifetime to take the impulsive decisions, right? Or a surgeon on the operation theater. They spend the decades of life to hold that knife and to take a fraction second decisions there, which saves a precious life. Might have trained the train for years together. Don't mistake. Level use specific terms like frustrated, overwhelmed, or hopeful. I want you to imagine the real world scenarios now using the name it to tame it techniques. First scenario, stress at work. You could say to yourself, you should say to yourself, I feel overwhelmed because of looming deadlines. This is a frequent experience. Often you find targets are overwhelming or it is slipping away. Second scenario, personal conflict. Everybody in their lifetime will undergo several conflicting positions, obviously. In fact, today's life, facing conflicting situation is just ordinary. But how do you resolve the conflict is the game changer. Third scenario, excitement about a new opportunity. See the fun. I feel hopeful but nervous about this challenge. We all struggle for the opportunities in life, but we don't know how to behave, how to react when the opportunity knocks at my door. Yes, it is. Means you have to train yourself in a manner which will lead you towards the opportunity. According to the law of attraction, it is bound to lead you, not the reverse way. Here are the final thoughts for you. Number one, naming emotions means understanding emotions. You can name certain thing if you understand what it is, as I have shown you between mango and apple. Second, clarity leads to calmer, more intentional actions. More clear in your mind, more your actions will be intentional and result oriented for sure. Emotions only control you when they remain unnamed, right? Anything unknown in your lifetime will cause you to feel overwhelmed. And that is the birthplace of fear. Not knowing certain things is the basic cause of fear. Okay? So, here I give you the challenge for the today. Identify and name one emotion you are feeling today. DM me. Did it help you respond more constructively? My dear friend, if this episode helps you, subscribe and share with your friends who may need your help. Remember, sharing is equal to caring. And stay tuned for tomorrow 14th day topic, why emotional agility is more powerful than emotional intelligence in the year 2025. Thank you, my dear friends.